Hey, real quick, I just want to hop in before the video starts and apologize if my mic quality is kind of bad for this video. I'm back at my apartment for school right now, and it's not the best recording setup just because of how many hard surfaces there are in my apartment room compared to my bedroom at home. So I'm sorry about that. Please enjoy the video. Hey everyone, I have just finished getting my second to last Revenant Triumph, so it is time for us to do a Revenant Triumph review. And yes, I did say second to last. I will explain that a bit later. But if you are new to my content, just skip to the timestamp. That's what you're here for, okay? You can skip the rest of this bullshit. That's where the content is. That's where the clickbait is. Okay, so just skip to the next fucking chapter. I'll see you there. Okay, for those of you that are left, we are going to be leaving Onslaught Salvation as the last topic for this Triumph review, aside from like maybe the title, because that is what I have the most to say about. But starting off, as usual, we have our quest section. I mean, this is all boilerplate. We all know this by now. A lot of people were complaining about how short the quests were this season. You know, you could speed run the story in like 2 hours. I don't know why people are complaining. Like, what did you expect? You wanted Bungie to get rid of the drip feeding structure of week by week. You do a little bit of the quest at a time. So they cut out all the filler stuff, like all the fluff. And I guess people realized that, you know, that makes up a significant portion of the quests. So I don't really know what the fuck you people expected. I don't know why you're mad about something that you did, right? Like, this is so nonsensical. I think that feedback is good, like constructive criticism, but just saying this is dog shit because fucking I did this in 45 minutes and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what you expected, okay? You gotta set your expectations at a reasonable level. Moving on to Tomb of Elders, I enjoyed Tomb of Elders. I would say that this was my favorite seasonal activity. I feel like these triumphs did not overstay their welcome. There is a triumph, which is this one. This triumph does require that you do quite a few runs, but honestly, it's really not that bad, and I never felt like I was really grinding it. I just felt like I was enjoying the activity. Some people might struggle with Flawless Tomb. It's a long time to stay alive, especially for like more casual players, you know, all the dad gamers out there. But it wasn't too bad. I would say just kind of play back. You know, I don't want to say let your teammates do all the work, but, you know, help them out a little bit. Make sure you know what you're doing with the dismantling mines, and watch out in the Cabal arena because that can get a little dicey sometimes, and the Hive one too. I thought that the Kel's Vengeance run was okay. I like the boss mechanic. So friends and I went in blind. We ended up clearing in about like 40 minutes, and that was with some like stupid fuck ups that we probably could have avoided. Yeah, I thought it was enjoyable. It was a little shorter than we expected, but overall not too bad. Yeah, not bad. I think Tomb of Elders was a win, in my opinion. I don't know. That's, again, that's my opinion. But yeah, I think it did good. Okay, skipping Onslaught Salvation, Kel's Fall. Just generally, I think this mission was kind of mediocre. Like, I enjoyed the idea of a boss rush. Maybe it's just because I got a little bit sick of running it over and over again. I think the aesthetics are pretty nice, kind of like twisted dreaming city almost kind of deal. I don't know, maybe that's just me. The solo and the flawless are not too bad, I would say. This triumph is weird to me. This was a secret triumph, like it didn't pop up with this description until you actually complete it, which is such a weird thing to me. Like, why would you hide that, you know? It's not like some big secret. It's just like, okay, completed within 20 minutes. Maybe this is a reference to old Whisper or old Outbreak missions and whatever, but having it be secret is just kind of strange in my opinion. Moving over to secrets, this exotic tonic one was not really counting right, I don't think. or like it was counting weirdly, or there was something going on with it, I think, at least for me. Because I'm pretty sure I got both types of exotic tonics during Act 2, and then this only popped for me in Act 3 once I got both of them again. So that's very strange to me. I like the Scorn organ. I love seeing all the memes, you know, I've seen people playing fucking Megalovania, the NFL theme, like this, it's all good stuff. I like the Scorn organ. And then unlocking key field work. I don't know why this is under secrets. I think this should be under tonics. It's not very secret. It's pretty much just there in the open. But sure, why not? Speaking of tonics, I know a lot of people had their gripes with the tonic system. I'm not going to really give an opinion on it. My opinion is I have no opinion. I don't care tonics crafting one way or the other, just because I play this game so much that it doesn't really make a difference to me. But you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion about these, just as long as, you know, it's constructive feedback and everything. But most of this is just like a collectathon thing, you know, doing all the tonics and whatever. I think the one comment I'm gonna make is this one. This took quite a few runs of the exotic mission to get all the ingredients together to do it. And I just don't understand, you know, obviously it's, you know, they put that content out there, they want to push people to run it, but it seemed a little strange, and they might have buffed how many materials the exotic mission gives you. I'm not sure on that, don't quote me on that, because I could be wrong, but I thought I heard that somewhere. Either way, I got this done like week 1 of Act 3. Okay, let's quickly talk about General and the one triumph that I'm missing, which is Gambit Ritualist. I'm gonna do a bit of an experiment. I made a video about this last season where I could go to the tower and pick up an ornament from Season of the Wish, and it counted for that triumph. So I'm just gonna see if I can do that again, because I honestly can't be bothered to go grind out Gambit after the grind that I've just been through, which we'll talk about in a second. So this is going to be a little bit of an experiment for me. And if not, if it doesn't work out, if I can't get the triumph, oh well, it's only 5 points. But if it does end up working out, that's a lot of time saved between this one and this one. Because the Vanguard one is incredibly easy to get, especially this season, because for whatever reason, the Revenant Onslaughts give you Vanguard rep, which is odd, but, you know, I'll take it. I'm still hunting my god roll Wicked Sister, so I guess that's nice. But I just want to make a general comment that the Vanguard ornament is so much easier to get than the Crucible or the Gambit ones. You know, you run a few Grandmasters during a double or triple Vanguard rep week, and, you know, you've got it. You know, it really doesn't take that much time, whereas Crucible and Gambit, you know, you are grinding matches out, I feel like. So just I wish they would kind of look at rebalancing that, even though it's kind of a minor thing, and it's been so set for so long now that they're probably not going to do it. But maybe I'm the only one who feels this way. I feel like the time sink for the Crucible and Gambit ornaments is just so high compared to the Vanguard one. Other than that, this is all pretty basic: bonus power, artifact mods, all that good stuff. So let's move on to the meat. Okay, welcome back everyone who skipped over that section. Let's talk about Onslaught Salvation triumphs. I have a lot to say, and I want to start off by pointing out that they nerfed like 3 of these. I have the fucking patch notes pulled up. So this is from a few updates ago. This is 8.1.5.1. Reduce the requirements for the fight to the end triumph by these amounts. So my question with this one is why? Because they did not reduce the amount needed for this one, which remained at 50 full onslaughts. And I will talk about this in a second. Okay, we're getting to it. Okay, so they kept this one at 40, but they nerfed this one to 40, but kept this one at 50. Why? Because this isn't required for the title or anything. This is just a triumph to be a triumph. So Like, I don't understand what separates these two. Like, what makes them so different? It's possible that this triumph is glitched right now, and it should be counting, you know, Onslaught playlists or like just any bosses in Onslaught, not final bosses. I wouldn't be surprised with the state that the game has been in, but they haven't acknowledged that if it's the case. So I'm just going to assume that this is how it's meant to be. So for some reason, they nerfed this to 40. Then in the most recent patch notes, they nerfed another triumph. And they nerfed 2 of the triumphs. They nerfed the Revenant Barons and Defenses Required for Barren Ground and Defender of the Innocent. So, let's see here. Yeah, this was 250. And they reduced it to 150. I got this when it was 250, by the way. And important distinction, this one is required for the title. So I'm assuming they did it to make the title just more accessible for people. But I don't know why they trotted it out there with 250 in the first place. That's a ridiculous amount. Like, I think that took me 30 full onslaughts, maybe? It's just insane. The rest of this, it doesn't matter. Like, it pales in comparison to Scorn Dominator. So Scorn Dominator is to defeat 50 final bosses in 50 onslaughts. 50 full 50 wave onslaughts. Think about that for a second, okay? Let's say on average it takes about an hour to do one of those, which is, I think, is realistic. You know, mine usually take about 55, but generally an hour, okay? 50 hours for this triumph. That is insane. Let's say that you decided to go for this triumph next season as they release the new dungeon. You could be grinding this triumph. No piss breaks, no food breaks, just straight grinding this triumph as soon as the contest mode for the new dungeon starts. And by the time the contest mode ends, you've still got 2 more bosses left to beat. You've still got another 2 hours, you know? And some people will say, oh, but what about joining in progress? I don't know about you, but joining in progress only significantly impacted the time spent in onslaughts for me about 5 times out of 50. 10%. Usually it would only save me like 20 to 25 minutes. So it is really not that big. Let's just say you get unlucky, right? 50 hours. And very few people have completed this triumph as a result. So this is Braytech. I am the 846th player to complete this triumph according to Braytech. I know it says 845, but it hasn't fully updated because I literally just got this. And I'd say that's pretty accurate, assuming that the 1 million people that they're assessing are the 1 million like currently most active players. So I assume that this is accurate, especially considering where player counts are at right now. 846. 846. Okay, I have Lowman Central pulled up here. Lowman Central, in my opinion, is not the most reliable resource of all time. I've known it to undercount some of my Lowman runs. So just take that into account. This right here is the leaderboard for clearing solo Root of Nightmares. Not solo flawless, just solo. 768 people have done it. 768 people have cleared solo Root of Nightmares at least once. 846 people have gotten this triumph. Think about that. And this is the clears, the amount of clears for solo Root of Nightmares. I mean, you can just do the fucking napkin math here. There have been more solo Root of Nightmares clears than there are people who have this triumph. That is fucking ridiculous. That is insane. Dude, this triumph is ridiculous. They've never added something like this. I mean, the only thing that maybe comes close is 500 Waves of Altars of Sorrow, that Moon Triumph. But I swear to God, this took longer. Like, my wife divorced me because apparently I was too busy grinding Onslaught to do something called taking care of the kids or something. And if you know me, don't fact check me in the comments. Don't be like, that's not true, you're not married. Yeah, not anymore. asshole, okay? I got married, had kids, and then got divorced in the time it took me to do this fucking Triumph because it took so long. So, I cannot comprehend why they put this in here. And for everyone saying, "Oh, it's just a Triumph. You don't have to do it." I do it to deliver this quality content for you guys. So really, you know, it's your fault because I'm an American fucking hero, and this is what I do. I give you guys content. So, yeah, in a certain sense, it's your fault. That's a joke, by the way. I love you guys. Okay, I don't even really want to fucking talk about the title, to be honest, because, like, I don't fucking care. It's a seasonal title, whatever. They nerfed the Triumphs to make it more accessible, but I did it when it was hard. If they hadn't nerfed it probably would have been one of the rarer ones, but they nerfed it. So there you go. Slayer Baron. Yeah, sounds okay, I guess. Who fucking cares? Okay, thanks for listening to my opinions. Subscribe, because if you don't, I will find you, and I will take all the green M&Ms from your M&M packages, and everyone knows that's the sexy one, okay? So watch out.